Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time with us. This is Leanne Presents, and I'm Leanne, here today with an unboxing. As you've seen from the title card, this is an unboxing of Epic Encounters Local Legends. So this was a Kickstarter from Steamforged Games, and it's stuff for 5e RPG games. A lot of it is public houses, pubs, that kind of thing. I don't know a lot about it, to be completely honest. The reason I've got this is Alan got it for me for the Bard Sung content that was thrown into it. We've been playing Bard Sung recently, but it's difficult to record, unfortunately, because it's quite tricky setup and playing, and we've got the app with the sounds, and it's a whole thing. But we're really enjoying it, so we wanted to have a look at this content, which we'll show you shortly. So this Kickstarter ran from June 28th to July 8th, 2022, and now we're finally getting it in 2024. That's how things go. So they needed £50,000 to get through, and they were funded. They got actually £275,168 with a total of 3,075 backers, which is amazing. So plenty of stretch goals and stuff, I'm sure. So we'll put, with the Bard Sung stuff, we will put a link to the unboxing someone on the screen of the actual Bard Sung content if you want to check that out as well. But otherwise, we'll get into what's in here, and we're going to try out a new toy for showing models. I'm always a bit weird showing models on camera, so we'll give that a go. So I got good old Mr. Slice. Remember your knife safety, friends, if anyone's unboxing things. Leave it to the adults. Just be careful. I'm not good with boxes. It helps that the envelope, the sort of documents envelope, is right on top of the seam, so this is a little bit awkward. I just have to cut right through it and really hope that I don't go too deep. But it's really thick cardboard, so we should be okay. Oof. This is a sturdy box. Sturdy tape. Oh, there we go. That'll do. That'll do. All right. Let's put this to one side and I can have a look at what's in here. Oh, some sparkly paper on the top for some reason. I don't know what that's for. Maybe for stickers, but it's probably glaring horribly, so let's get that out of the way. Okay, what have we got? We have Epic Encounters Local Legends Tavern Kit. So we'll get all the boxes out first, see what's there, and then we'll go into them in more detail then. So this looks like, yep, this is a GM screen, so I'll unwrap that in a second. Oh, it's tightly packed. There we go, there's a bit of cardboard in the way, hiding some dice. Nice sort of amber coloured dice. Put them out of the way. And here's the box for the all-in pledge. I think that's everything. Some more shiny paper underneath, so I won't subject the cameras to that. And lots of cardboard packing. Okay, what do we want to get into first? Let's have a look at the GM screen first. That should be a nice quick one. It's got great designs all over it. It's very much tavern based. There's, I don't know if you can make it out, so you've got dwarves and there's elves and trolls. There's a dog there. Great. And then opening it up. Ooh, that sounded worrying, but it's okay. I think I've just stuck from some production things. So you've got how to run a tavern encounter, tips and quick reference bits on there. Orchestrating a bar brawl, NPC actions. Yes, that's quite cool. It's a handy DM screen. It's quite useful. Even if I wasn't doing tavern encounters, I'd be quite happy using that and just sort of using a paper clip to put my own notes on there. Yes, I like that very much. Okay, let's get into the tavern kit first then. I'll get the cellophane off so it's not glaring. Okay. The Nodding Dragon is much like any tavern found in by roadsides. This handwriting is really squiggly. Throughout the multiverse, a place of merriment, warmth, and sanctuary, where travel exhausts the body and burdens of heroism and villainy weigh too heavily on the soul, if you still have one, then the Nodding Dragon is the ideal place to stumble upon. It's got a list on there of what to do. The box art on these is really cool, actually. There's a pub after it's been vacated. There's still plates and food all over the place. Looks pretty cool. Ooh! Immediately intrigued by this. Like a dragon, it almost looks like a board game. It's just got numbered spaces on it, so it could be like a turn tracker, perhaps. Let's open this up and see. Oh, this is slippery plastic. So this dragon turn tracker. There's a giant tiger's head. A hand. So I guess these are for using within encounters. So they might be parts of puzzles. That's really intriguing. Ooh, yes, interesting. Some deers and things. That is very interesting. Oh, this is a thick book. NPC book. So this is going to be all the different NPCs that you could encounter in the taverns, I suppose. Look at some nice artwork in there. They're really nicely laid out. My only problem, I suppose, is the text goes so far in the margins that you'd really have to break that spine to read it properly. So I don't know if there's PDF downloadable versions that you can look at to keep that intact, because that's actually a really nice book. A tavern book. So I'm imagining this would be similar, but with the different taverns, or is this rules? Let's have a look. The Nodding Dragon. So it tells you about the sites, some descriptions about it, specialties, local legends. Yes, so there are different taverns in here. Got some pictures of the types of people there to really help you visualize. Oh, there's that tiger picture that was in the pile of things. So it's different sort of games, I suppose, that you can play within each different tavern. So that's very nice. And yeah, some lovely artwork in there. Puns. We love a pun. Encounters book, but in instead of E-N, it's I-N-N. I'm sure Alan is rolling his eyes. So this will be the encounters that are pre-written, a warm welcome, an introduction, how to run the encounters, step 1, etc. That'll talk you through doing a couple of different encounters. And there's an appendix with some different NPCs. Oh, and notes. I will not be writing in this. I will use paper. Okay. An empty plastic envelope. Okay. Might become relevant. I don't know. And this feels like it might be a mat of some sort, or play mat. Mr. Slice comes in handy again. I'm worried about bending the contents. There we go. As long as I can break through the plastic in one place, it's easy enough to tear. You don't want to bend the content by trying to rip into some plastic. Oh, okay, so we've got a few sort of posters. Again, some gorgeous artwork on these. I should have looked at the contents on the back of the box, but yeah, so we've got a couple of these posters. Whether they have, I think they're probably just art posters, actually. I don't think they'll have significance in the game itself, but maybe visual aids for when you're describing scenarios and places. Yeah, there's a few of those. I won't go through all of them because there's quite a few. Yes. Yeah, different. I imagine it's sort of the different taverns and locations all have different ones. There's loads. They're really nice. I'd even like, there's a sort of quality I'd have sort of framed on the wall, that kind of thing. Then we have a pack of cards. So on one side, it's got push your luck. Each player stakes 10 gold, and then it's got some text about how to do that in, I guess, a game. The other side, the first thing you notice is a scowl like no other. So that's about one of the NPCs, I'd imagine. I won't go through all the cards, but I will open this packet if I can do it safely. There we go. Thanks, Mr. Slice. I can just have a really quick flick through. Yeah, so we've got some NPCs. So there's interesting ways. I like the first thing you notice is kind of thing, because it would help the GM to think of sort of how to describe a character and that kind of thing. And then yes, mini games, roll it, mini game, drop it. So these are what's related to the posters, not the posters, but the other pieces. There's a tiger. Yeah, that's really cool. I need to have a proper read through. I haven't like GM'd in a long time, and I'm planning a game shortly, and this is actually making me feel quite excited to maybe go beyond doing pre-written things. There we go. Okay, I might have a quick look on the back just to see what the content list stated. Yes, it's got a complete guide for running in encounters, a book of 10 taverns ready to drop directly into your game, 60 fully statted NPCs with portraits, backstories, etc., 10 beautifully illustrated tavern maps inside and out. So that's what those posters were. And they didn't seem like maps, but I guess it's more abstract. 10 illustrated play mats, 5e compatible, and can be adapted for any system, suitable for all experience levels. So that is the tavern kit. And then the other box we have is the all-in pledge. So let's get this bad boy open. This is where the Bard Song stuff's gonna be, along with some other things. You can tell I'm not as experienced at unboxings as Alan is, but I've got to have my turn. So there isn't a content list on the back here, but it does say it's designed to work with the 5th edition and the world's favorite role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Okie dokie. It's a nice chunky box. Oh. Ooh. So this will be some maps, which I shall open. And I just go in order of what's highest. My wonderful assistant Alan has provided me with some scissors, slightly easier to manage than a knife sometimes, depending on what you're opening. Always use the tools that are right for the job. Okay, what have we got? Yes, these are definitely maps. Oh, there's a bunch of these. Yeah, there's sort of footstep markers. So I imagine it's to cross into this territory, it would take 2 movement, that kind of business. I don't know. I'm just guessing from context. And these are double-sided. This doesn't have the footstep thing, so it might be harsh terrain kind of thing. But there's a ruined campsite there. A rushing river, and there's a log there you could use to cross it, presumably. It's got very new paper smell. It's actually quite nice. You know, when you open a new book, sometimes it can be like a horrible glue smell, and other times it's just good. Yeah, so there's different kinds of these maps. Again, the artwork is gorgeous on these. Some of them are a bit dark, but it's sort of atmospheric. It's not sort of too dark. And you've got these bright aspects to it. Again, I won't go through all of them just because there's a lot, as you can see. So they'll be to do with different encounters. Lovely. Oh, this one. I will open this one because this looks Bard Song as all hell. Oops. So there's the spawn points. They look exactly the same as Bard Song. I guess these are the area sort of markers. Bard Song is played using different tiles for rooms and corridors. So this is more of a set map, but it's definitely Bard Songy. The other side, not so much, probably for something else, unless this is more like, it could be a bard sung thing in a specific room, but oh yeah, there are spawn points. So it could be a boss fight place. Interesting. Interesting. I do like the look of that. All right. Got another chonky encounter book. Ooh, can you hear that? Oh, I love it. Nothing quite like cracking open a new book. That sound just of the glue settling into where it's supposed to be, I imagine. It's not breaking, I promise. But this is another one of those books where I would not want to break the spine. Most of the writing seems to be further out. Ooh, I say that. Not so much. So I will be looking for a downloadable PDF before I start trying to use this heavily. I believe there is one. There's probably a Steamforge is really good at having downloadable digital versions of things. Oh, this one's not cracking. I was hoping to get it on the mic, but hopefully the first one picked up. So this is the Bard Sung specific adventure book. So this is what I'm here for. Although the other stuff actually looks more interesting than I expected. So I've got an introduction. So it's putting Bard Sung into a tavern by the look of it. So we've got the setup and the rules. This is for specifically this one. Some flavor text and different encounters, setting up, and how to use the different maps. So this is going to be really fun. I can't wait to try this. I just wish that Bard Sung was a bit easier to film, but can't have it all. There's that map we were looking at. The Arch Wraith. Okay, well that looks great. Getting a couple of little cracks. The Griffin. Sorry, I gotta stop. Otherwise I'll end up reading this whole book on camera, and that's not what you want. That looks amazing. We got another empty envelope. Besides the shiny paper and the empty envelopes, I'm very confused by how this is all packed. Okay, oh, let's get onto the models. Oh, this is interesting packaging. Okay, so we've got a tray, self-contained tray here, with a lid. This is actually a really nicely packed box. Well, everything has its place. And now we have a look at our gadget and see how this goes. So the first thing we've got is these bats. So the bat on a wall. They look really cool, that sort of pose. Just hanging off the chimney stack, that is. Hoping that you can pick that up. And there's 3 of those. Let's let that do a rotation. There we go. And these are really cool. It's more of a set piece. Some swampy looking trees. So there's 2 of these ones. I don't think there was a guide to what the models were and their names. I could see. Have a quick look. I don't think I saw anything like that. No, so we're just gonna give them our own names. And we've got what looks like a wraith with flowing robes and chains hanging down. And there's spindly arms. There's 4 of these guys. And then a swamp creature, I'm going to call it. It's got mushroom on its back. It's got a long-handled scythe. Gangly creature, looking like it came straight out of the swamp, reaching out. An imposing figure. There's only 1 of him, so he might be a specific encounter. And then we've got this mage fellow with a staff in one hand and a short-handled scythe in the other. Long flowing robes and a little pointed hat. He's in motion as well. Excellent minis here. I'm not much of a painter myself, but maybe I'll give it a go with some of these. I have no idea what this is. It seems to have seems to have swords coming out of a watery appendage. I'm not sure, but that's sort of how I describe it. There's 3 of those. And then we've got these little dudes. They're quite small. They're like kind of almost fire demon sort of things, I'd probably guess. They're very cool though. Almost cute. They got sort of little round face almost, but no features, so slightly scary also. Probably, maybe the least interesting one, a boulder. I know what that is. There's 3 boulders. I don't know why I'm letting this one rotate. It's just a boulder, so we'll just put that back in a box. And then we've got, I guess, another sort of swampy creature. So this is, he's got like a ship's wheel sticking out of his back. Looks like he's sort of coming out of a swamp, almost ghost-like face. Coming out of the water or murk, maybe. But the ship's wheel makes me think maybe water. But a horror kind of character. And there's a few of those. So some of these are terrain and some aren't. What is this? I'm not sure how well that's going to pick up because it's so small. But these are a ball on fire. Oh, it has eyes. It has eyes. It's very cute, actually. It's like a little flame creature, which I kind of love already. And the one I noticed first in this box, but saved to last, is I'll put it there, but I think I'm gonna hold this one up to the top camera and hope it focuses, because this is it's a guy under a dead horse. There's nothing else to say about it. It's a guy under a dead horse. So there we go. So that's the first layer on really good quality minis. It's so like delicate. The features are really delicate. I need a thesaurus. Okay, and then there is another layer with some larger miniatures. Oh, it's tricky to get out. It has finger holes, but I didn't use them. Okay, we'll stick with going with minis for now. Let's start with this guy. This guy is like a demon sort of fellow. He's got horns, and he's got a flaming sword. He looks pretty cool. The base has a cobblestone feel to it, really textured. Prominent's a good word for that's what the details are. The fine details are prominent. You could imagine the sort of model paints being able to pick those out really well. Excellent. Who's next? We've got, oh, here we go. We're going to Davy Jones' locker. So this looks like it's a pirate. It's got a piratey gun. Is it a old, can't remember, blunderbuss kind of gun, I suppose, maybe, and a sword. He looks like he's on a wrecked ship, and there's the tentacle of some sea creature coming out of it as well. He's giving me Davy Jones vibes. Very cool. Oh, any D&D fan knows this one. This is an owl bear. Isn't he majestic? The feather details, excellent. Again, the base, it's quite a thin base, and then it's got a model base sort of on top of it. It's got a tree stump there. Really nice details. And that owl face. And then we've got maybe vampire, maybe just evil bat creature. I'm judging probably. He might not be evil. Maybe he's a friendly bat creature. That pose on top of the stone steps, the wings, almost gnarled, is quite an imposing figure. Lovely. Okay then. This one, a more sinister looking wraith than was in the other box. But he's those robes, the flowing robes, probably the sort of layers and layers of material, potentially material. He's got a sword in one hand, and I think it's a morning star in the other, sort of the chain with a ball with spikes on it. A lovely headdress with spikes. I want one of those. Hooded figure, quite sinister. And then we've got big sort of, could be an ogre or just a very big heavy-set soldier. Two massive cutlasses, helmeted, full of armor. He's not, well, he's stamping on some creature. Not sure if it's like meant to be a man or a dwarf, probably a dwarf size-wise. I'm not quite sure what scale we're working with at the moment. He's definitely standing on some poor soul. Sort of working up in size a little bit here. Now, I definitely saw this mentioned, I think in the Bard's Song book, the griffin. Look at those wings. Yeah, lion's tail, lion on the bottom half, eagle on the top. And those feather details are lovely. Incredible. He's not standing on a creature, he's standing on rocks. And then we'll go for, ooh, he's a bit stiff in there. Now, ogre, he's massive. Yeah, he's a big boy. And I think he's got a big sack there. I don't want to imagine what's in the sack. He's got something in his hand as well. Let me have a look. Something in his, it's a skull. That is definitely a skull in his hand. So I have a feeling that bag is full of other skulls. He's the facial features. He's got a bushy mustache. Yeah, he's cool. He's very cool. And last but not least, for the models, is a dragon. Another big one. Not quite as big in the ogre height-wise, but the wingspans there. Spikes down its spine, perched on a tree. There's massive wings. You can really see the texture in those wings as well, sort of skin-like. Yeah, I'm really happy with these miniatures. They're very cool. And then there is another deck of cards, and I recognize these very much as Bard's Song cards. We'll give this a quick open. Just have a very quick flick through. Yeah, so we've got monster behavior cards. This is the Damus, giant bat, firebrand. Okay, so the little guys, those little fire guys with the round heads are pyros. Yeah, ghost crews. There's definitely some ghostly pirate stuff going on. And we've got the griffin, rock troll potentially, night hag, a will-o-wisp, owlbear, of course. Yeah, so you got all of those, and then some yeah, different cards there, wraiths. So let's have a look at the books and see how if we incorporate these into our existing games or do them as standalone. If it's standalone campaigns, it might be a bit of both. So we'll have a look. So that's everything in the box. Let me sort of see how easy it is to put this back together a bit, and then we'll sign off. I actually really like how this box is packed. There's no wasted space, which so many game boxes have wasted space in them. It's maybe the wrong way up, but I'll fix that afterwards. Oh. There we go. So that is Epic Encounters Local Legends. Yeah. Make sure the place nicely. There we go. Yes. We're not in focus. We're good. I may be getting direction from behind the scenes. This is fine. Epic encounters, local legends. Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to diving into this. And if anyone, I don't know if this is coming to retail, but it will be. So if this has piqued your interest, I do encourage you to take a look yourselves. Have a look now. You know what's in these boxes. So thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you liked it. Hit subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we drop new videos. We're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our link tree's in the description below, and that'll take you to all those places, as well as links to the different kinds of videos that we do if you want to check those out as well. Please talk to us. We love to join in conversations. You can talk to us in the comments or on our social medias. Let me know if you've picked up this game. Have you already had a chance to get into some of the campaigns? Let me know what your experience was like. I'd be interested to know your thoughts. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, don't let the owlbear get you.